Hi, good morning, kids. Welcome to Redemption Hill Kids. I'm here with my new friend today. Would you like to say hello and introduce yourself?
Hello, my name is Susan.
Hi, Susan. Nice to meet you. Well, welcome to Redemption Hill Kids. And I'll just start. We'll tell you about what we talked about last week. Last week we talked about Jesus and the disciples and how Jesus calmed the storm.
Oh, you mean like he shut the door and it stayed outside?
No, like they were on a boat going across the sea and a storm came up. And what happened is the disciples were afraid for their lives.
Oh, that sounds terrible.
Yeah, it wasn't much fun. But see, they were afraid because they weren't really sure who Jesus was. They didn't know that the creator and sustainer of the universe was in the boat with them.
The what?
Yeah, the creator and sustainer of the universe. And so when they woke him up, he could see that they were afraid. And they told him that they were all going to die. And Jesus spoke to the wind and the waves. He spoke to the storm, and it calmed down.
He can control the weather?
Yes, he can.
Oh, that is amazing.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it would have been awesome to have been there and seen that.
Oh, yeah, it would have been amazing to see.
Yeah. So Jesus calmed the storm, and that showed the disciples part of his divinity.
The what?
Divinity. How Jesus is fully God and fully man. And so they begin to see who he really was at this time.
Oh, okay.
So, and then we also saw,
There's more?
yeah, there's more to the story. In the next part, they get to the other side, and Jesus casts out a demon from a man.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah. And so we also see that demons and all spiritual aspects of life are under God's sovereignty and his authority.
What? Sovereignty?
Yes, that God has authority, that Jesus has authority over all of creation.
Okay. I think I get it now. So everything is under his sovereignty.
Yes, correct. So, and that brings me to today's lesson, where we're going to see about another one of the aspects of Jesus' divinity.
Okay, yes.
So, before we start, I'm going to take this piece of bread because it's about lunchtime.
Oh, lunchtime. That means it's about time for tea.
Probably, yeah.
I'm really thirsty.
Well, you know what? That'll fit into our lesson today. But I'm going to take this bread. Now, let's say that I have the ability to multiply this piece of bread right here.
That bread right there, you can make it multiply.
Yes. Yeah, watch. I'll take this knife and I'll cut it in half. And voila! 2 pieces of bread.
Well, but you didn't multiply it.
Yes, look. I can cut this one, and now I have 3 pieces, and I cut this one, and now I have 4 pieces.
You're not multiplying, you're dividing.
Oh. Well, let me ask you this, Susan. If you ate this piece of bread, what about you, kids? If you ate this piece of bread, how long do you think it would be before you were hungry again?
Just that one piece right there?
Yes, this piece.
I don't know, like 2 seconds?
Yeah, probably wouldn't fill your stomach. But what if you had this whole bun right here? Do you think that would fill your stomach?
Well, it would for a while, and then it might be a couple of hours before I'm hungry again.
Yeah. Today's lesson, we're going to talk about how Jesus is the bread of life and how he if we come to him, that we'll never thirst or hunger again.
Like I'll never have to eat again.
Nope. This is a different kind of thirst and hunger. But we'll see today in our story. Today's story comes from John chapter 6, verse 1 through 15.
Oh yeah, I like this story.
Yep, it's the one where Jesus feeds the multitude. So Jesus and his disciples are out. The disciples had just gotten back from a trip where they were proclaiming the gospel to people and they were healing people. And they come back and a great crowd has gathered.
Like 15 people.
Like a lot more than that.
Like 18 people.
No, Susan. A lot more than that.
Like how many?
Well, like 5,000 people.
That would be an awesome party.
Yeah, it probably would be. So, Jesus is teaching these people about the kingdom of God, and he's healing all the sick. And it dawns on everybody that they don't have dinner. They've been there all day. Don't you think you'd be pretty hungry after being there all day?
Oh yes, I'd be very hungry and very thirsty.
Yeah. So, Jesus asks Philip, and Philip says, well, we can't go get bread. We should have sent everyone away. Jesus says, well, is there anyone that has any food?
Was there?
Well, come to find out, there was a boy, and he had 5 loaves and 2 fish.
Oh, that's not going to feed very many people.
Well, do you remember when I divided the bread, saying that I multiplied it?
Yeah, you have a lot of confusion.
Yeah. But in this instance, we see that Jesus' divinity as creator, that he can multiply bread. And so Jesus takes this 5 loaves and 2 fish, and he tells the disciples, he blesses it, and he sends them out to feed everybody.
Oh, yeah?
And they feed everybody, all that they can eat. And when they get it back, there's 12 baskets of food.
That would be amazing to see.
Yes, it sure would. Just like all the other miracles that Jesus performed.
Well, then what?
Well, all of the people decided that they then wanted to make Jesus their king because of the miracles that he could do.
But he's the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords.
Yes, exactly. And so he had to go away because he was not going to be a king like they thought he was going to be. He was there to solve a bigger problem than Rome and their time under them. He was there to be the bread of life. We see Jesus tells them in chapter 6, verse 35 of John, that he's the bread of life, and whoever comes to him shall never thirst or hunger again.
Oh, yes, you told me that.
Yep. And so this bread, if we eat it someday or sometime, we will be hungry again. But when it comes to hunger and thirst for righteousness and for eternity, we see that Jesus has all that we need.
Oh, that is very good. It's amazing. I wish I could see all of these things. Oh, man.
Yeah. Well, that's about it for our story for today. Let's take a minute and let's review our memory verse. Our memory verse is Isaiah chapter 53, verse 6. And it says, all we like sheep have gone astray. We have turned every one to his own way, and the Lord has laid on him the iniquity of us all.
Oh, that's a good verse. That fits in with our story today.
Yeah, it sure does. Would you like to say it?
Oh, yes. All we like sheep have gone astray. We have turned everyone to his own way, and the Lord has laid on him the iniquity of us all. Isaiah 53, verse 6.
Well, great. Well, Susan, thanks for being with me today. Kids, I hope you have a great Sunday, and we'll see you soon. Take care. God bless.